Welcome everyone to Wynn Stadium, round 16. This is Dragons TV, all thanks to Celebrations. Big Wendell Sailor, welcome mate, good to be home.
Mate, great to be back here in Wollongong. I always said it deserved a world-class stadium, and that's looking an absolute treat.
Wait till next year when it's finally finished. The roof, it's got magnificent facilities underneath, particularly for media. Is that where the, do you think that's where the actual opposition side will run out like they always used to?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that, because I saw the boys' dressing rooms there, and Manly's just over here, so they're not far apart. But it'll be interesting to see what they do there. I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but mate, it looks great anyway.
Very special day today too. Across the whole weekend for the NRL Harvey Norman Women in League. Women play such an important part of our game.
Yeah, they certainly do. You know, I know when I came through, my mother, you know, my wife, my daughter, they all love their rugby league, and just, you know, without probably, you know, those, then we wouldn't have got to do what we've done in the game. And I know with my son now, when I'm away most of the time, Tara's the one that gets to take him to the games and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Now, of course, you can buy through the merchandise stands here at Wynn Stadium the pink. It's fantastic. The Crystal Bears do it here in the Illawarra. Elizabeth Kingston and the team do a magnificent job for the Joanne McKay Breast Cancer Foundation. But let's take a look at what Brad received from the Dragons a little bit earlier tonight here at Wynn Stadium. Now, we do have Elizabeth Kingston from Crystal Bears, and Crystal Bears massive supporters of the Joanne McKay Breast Cancer Foundation, particularly with our Women in League round, which is we're celebrating tonight here at Wynn Stadium. And Elizabeth, you want to make a cheque to Brad?
Yes, it is my pleasure to present this cheque for $20,000 to Brad. All the girls at Women in League have raised this again for the Joanne McKay Breast Cancer Foundation, and it's our pleasure to give it to you.
Thank you. There he is. Well done to Elizabeth and all her team of girls that do and work very hard for Joanne McKay Breast Cancer Foundation with our Women in League. And our captain, Ben Hornby, who's out tonight, but is going to present a cheque. Now, this was a bit of a competition between the Morris brothers, the twins, Josh and Brett, who would score the most tries last year. And it was $500 a round, a try, I should say. And thanks to Lowe's, Ben's going to present Brad with another $10,000 that Brett has worked very, very hard to cross the line to get 20 tries. He's got 10 grand for the Joanne McKay Breast Cancer Foundation. I think it's fantastic what the Dragons are doing for Women in League. And Brad McKay does join us tonight. 30 grand all up so far, Brad. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. That's our heart and soul for the year to help ladies that are suffering from breast cancer. So we thank Lowe's and we thank Crystal Bears and Elizabeth Kingston and a team.
Now, Del, do you reckon you would have scored as many tries as what Brett did? 20 tries, $500 a pop, 10 grand. How do you reckon you would have gone?
Oh, no, look, even at my confident best, Brett Morris can score a try. He's a freak. Both Morris boys when they're on fire are going all right, but Brett Morris, he was special last year, so he's been a bit dry this year, but he'll be all right tonight.
Now we look at the injuries tonight, Brad. We know that Ben Hornby, the last two games, actually, we saw him hobble off with that ankle injury. He's out. But we see, as you say, Brett Morris coming back, Ben Cray. They've probably got a couple of niggling injuries.
Yeah, this time of the year, I mean, it's obviously like that. The city, country, the origin takes its toll. But, you know, we've got some good depth. And Nathan Feen will step in, and he's a captain, not Nathan Feen. So it's a great honour for Nathan Feen to be the captain of the Red V.
Brad, how hard was it when you were playing at the club level, then you went state of origin, and then, you know, like with injuries? How did you cope with it?
Yeah, it was very hard. I mean, you had to be right on the ball with all your injuries. You had to treat them very well. And sometimes they just niggle you out of the game like they've done to Ben tonight. So, you know, he probably needs a week off to get it right. And, you know, it's that time of the year where your body just goes through a lot. Were you
surprised, or you saw some good selections in yesterday's announcement of the New South Wales side? I mean, Ricky Stewart announced 20 players.
Yeah, I was surprised, I guess, you know, to announce 20 players, to announce a couple of extra players. But he's got to cover those spots, and there's a lot of players in the New South Wales side that we're just talking about niggling injuries. Yeah. I mean, they've got plenty. So hopefully Queensland have got just as many.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We're fingers crossed, Del. But we'll be back with more of Dragons TV thanks to Celebrations after this. Welcome back to Dragons TV, all thanks to Celebrations, joined by Dragons Ambassador Wendell Sailor and also Brad McKay. Now we look at that stadium, Brad, that looks awesome, doesn't it, from here?
Oh, it looks amazing. Can't wait till it's finished.
I tell you what, Del, once that roof goes on, we're going to have some serious footy here.
Yeah, mate, we will. We've had terrible weather lately and the boys couldn't get it done, but, you know, it still looks good tonight, and it's good to see Wollongong get such a stadium, you know, and I know people have been excited.
The oval looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Oh, I wish it was like this when we were playing, Dell. It's amazing. You know, they take a lot of care in all the ovals now.
Now, Dell, I was going to say, when you came down playing for the Broncos, was it a ground that you disliked coming to?
Yeah, no, it was always tough to come down here and play the Steelers at the time. It used to be a bit sloshy, and then it was sunny as. I'm not sure why that was, but even Jeremy Hickmans has said the boys haven't been allowed to train in this field for 2 months, so it's in top nick.
Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, let's take a look at the Western Grandstand and its changes over the year. Take a look at this.
A brief look at the 50-year-old Western Stand confirmed the Premier was making the right decision.
A great city merits a great stadium, and that's why today we're very proud to announce a major upgrade to WIN Stadium.
Ground capacity will be boosted by almost 4,000 to 23,150 people.
Yeah, to get back down here and with the new stand will be something quite special.
Mate, it's great to be back down here in Wollongong. It's going to be a big game, and especially our first game back here, it's going to be great. The fans are so passionate.
And to be able to replace the Western Stand with this new facility, I think is a huge bonus for the community.
This is going to be a great facility for the people of Wollongong, and there's a lot of people who've been waiting for this for a long, long time.
This is just another step along the way to ensuring that St George Illawarra is here for the long term, and there's a real commitment from everybody involved.
Very special times for rugby league here in the Illawarra, and of course this year marks the centenary of rugby league right here. It's magnificent. We've seen some great footballers over those 100 years come out of the Illawarra.
Oh, some of the greatest ever, guys like Langlands and Fulton and, Craig Young. Yeah, this has been a really good nursing ground for rugby league.
It's been incredible. I saw someone was telling me the other day about the Thurrool Butchers. We did a sportsman's lunch there the other day, and they're talking about Peter Wynn, who was going to university here, couldn't get a run in the first grade side here because it was so tough, but then got selected to play first grade for Parramatta. So yeah. It's been so strong here, hasn't it?
Actually, is this true, a rumour, Wendell, that you were earmarked to come to Illawarra and they sort of knocked you back many years ago? And then
I came down in '93 and my parents paid for me to trial, and then Bobby Millwood sort of said yes and no, and I sort of overlooked me and the Broncos picked me up.
Neil Lovett brought you down, didn't he?
Neil Lovett. I got built by Neil Lovett, yeah.
That's right. Well, a new exhibition's been launched at Wollongong City Art Gallery, and you can see the images and objects that represent the proud history of rugby league in our region. Let's take a look at the big screen to the events surrounding the centenary of rugby league here in the Illawarra.
I'd just like to officially declare the exhibition open. I hope you really enjoy it.
Traces the history of Illawarra right back from 1911 through to 2010, and a lot of people over the years have saved a lot of memorabilia, and it's on display here, and it'll be open for 5 weeks, and I hope that not only the rugby league fraternity but the sporting fraternity of Illawarra comes and has a look at it.
to get to 100 years. I mean, it's a big effort to play it for 100 years, and the nursery that's been here from that time even till today, you know, with the players that have come from down here, it's really good.
We say it's the nursery of champions. Individually, we've produced a lot of champions. We've produced a lot of champion teams, but I'm sure rugby league's done a lot for the community, and it's left its mark over the last 100 years.
It's worthwhile watching games down here because I think rugby league in Illawarra is one of the strongest rugby leagues you'll see anywhere.